I want to read something that I saw over the weekend. It was a tweet by Peter Marks, who is the Washington Post theater critic. And it takes someone with a real eye for drama and great drama to put it this way. He summarizes what he sees as the rest of your uncle's life in one tweet with this simple and haunting line in the middle of this, in which he says, he will never have another good day. And I find that really convincing, that there is no way, living with that label loser for the rest of his life, that he will never have another good day.
That's absolutely right. He won't, because either he concedes, which I think is impossible or close to impossible for him to do. But if he did, then he would automatically become irrelevant, which is a fate worse than death for him. On the other hand, if he doesn't concede, every day he drags this out is a day he embarrasses and humiliates himself. So he's going to lose relevance either way. And in the meantime, he is only prolonging his own agony.
And on January 20th, when he officially leaves office, he will have a pardon. He will have pardoned himself, or he would have stepped down for, minutes before noontime so that Mike Pence could have an hour in which to pardon him if he just wants to solidify it as a pardon coming from someone else. But he's not going to leave the building without a pardon. And the pardon brings its own disgrace going into the next year, where it would save him from being a federal criminal defendant, but he already seems well on his way in the criminal investigations that are going on in New York City to a high likelihood of being a possible criminal defendant next year in New York.
Yeah, well, disgraces abound, don't they? We're in a situation now where whether it ends up badly or not, let's face it, Joe Biden is our next president. Kamala Harris is our next vice president. There are no two ways about it, no matter how they try to undermine the results of this totally legitimate election. But by firing people, by continuing these frivolous lawsuits, by doing his best to undermine the legitimacy of a Biden-Harris administration, Donald and his Republican enablers are undermining American democracy. They're calling into question the one thing that we have always held sacrosanct, which is our elections. So pardoning himself or having Pence pardon him would be, the last in a very long line of crimes against the United States.